Well, welcome here, Mr. Bruschi. I wonder what brings you here to Cape Cod today.
Well, when the sun's out, you usually try to play some golf, so it's nice to be here, play a little golf with some good people, and benefit Spaulding. It's a place that I'm very attached to, being a former patient.
Now, one of the things that Spaulding does is treat folks who have had head trauma. Your former line of business occasionally has some head trauma in it. I'm wondering what your thoughts are of how the NFL moves ahead to keep that game we love and to keep players safe.
Well, I think the NFL has done a great job so far. You know, I think Commissioner Roger Goodell is doing everything he possibly can, and I think that one thing Commissioner Goodell does is listen to the input of a lot of former players, and I know a lot of former players have strong opinions on the matter, and he'll take all the information that he gets and take it in and do what he feels best for the league and former players, and that's all we can ask of him.
As a former player, are you concerned about your future and some of the things you may have sustained during your career coming back to haunt you?
I'd say the only future I'm concerned about is the first tee, you know, and I'm concerned if I'm going to hit it down the middle. That's what I'm concerned about, but you know, I live for right now, and this is where I am, playing some golf, and that's all I'm going to concern myself with.
Could you talk a little bit about Matt Light, your former teammate, retiring? A great career. Do you think he's worthy of consideration for the Hall of Fame?
Listen, the one thing with Matt Light, and first with the Hall of Fame questions, I don't really understand them. You know, Matt Light was a great player. I mean, in his time, one of the best left tackles in the league. I'll say that. But the one thing I'm going to miss about Matt Light is being in the stretch line with him and him doing his Harry Carey impression. It was one of the funniest things that I remember as being a player with the Patriots was Matt Light and his Harry Carey impression in the stretch line. And I know a lot of players are going to miss not only his skill on the football field, but the way he kept it light and how sometimes he was the only one that could really best Tom Brady in some type of prank or some type of joke. So Matt Light's going to be missed.
Do you miss the game?
Yes, I miss the game, sure. But in your career, I think you hope to have success. You hope to have longevity. You hope to leave it with lasting relationships, and I think I can check all of those off. You know, in that I think Matt can do the same thing. That it was a career that was well done, and so when you accomplish those things, I think it's you miss it, but you realize you don't really want to go back.
And finally, any golf tips for the folks out there today?
Golf tips. Wow. I can tell you some great tips on rehabilitation, and being here with Spaulding, there's a lot of experts, but I don't know how many golf experts are here. So no tips from me. If you want to learn how to tackle, come see me on the first tee, though.
Thanks a lot, sir.
All right.